Yes. Back on familiar ground. The cave. Daily. That's right. Dailies. It's Power Hour time, ladies and gentlemen. TN80sR Power Hour here. But ending. Sadly ending. You know why? I don't have any more questions. You all did your job. You did well. You sent a bunch of questions. We had 3 good shows, 4 good shows, or whatever. I've run out of questions. This is it. This batch is the last of it. Unless you want the show to continue, you send your questions, personal, wrestling, 80s, toys, whatever, doesn't matter. Send the questions, TN80sR Power Hour. That's TN80R questions at gmail.com. Link below. If you want the show to continue, I need more questions. Let's go. Let's get through the ones that we have left. My man Jason McClintock says, "Good morning, Jason." Good morning. Here's my question. Have you ever thought of having Movie Saturday? For example, watching a movie live and talking about it as we all watch. As cool, cold weather approaches, this would be great. Can you imagine watching A Christmas Story and other greats with all the friends? Thanks for doing what you do, bud. Have a good one. Okay. So let's get some feedback about that. I think the best thing for us to do would be to get whoever's interested and set a time and set a date, and then we would all watch the movie live and chat. But you would have to watch your movie on your end, and I would watch my movie here. The copyright rules of... Obviously, I could post it, but if they'll either just demonetize it or they'll take it down. If there's like too many... I don't know. If there's too many big complaints about... Like WWF won't even let... WWF will pull stuff down. WWE. I don't know if movies do. But I think more importantly, if we tried to watch it together, like you would watch my TV, I'm down here, and it's on a 13-inch TV. And you know how like cameras pick up really weird feedback on a TV. So it wouldn't be good for you guys. So what I'd love to do is get a group of us, pick a movie that everybody has, and then we all watch it at the same time. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, press play. And we kind of synchronize our watches, and we watch the movie, and we hang out and chat about it. Yeah, I would love to do that. It would get me down here to watch a movie. I've been so close, so close. And I know you're like, dude, just come downstairs and watch a movie. It's not that simple. It's really not. Like the children, as they get older, they're staying up later. And then if we do put them to bed, they're still up. And, so for me to come down here, when all is done upstairs, it would probably be like 10 o'clock. And by 10 o'clock, I'm like, I'm just going to lay on the couch and, watch Growing Pains or whatever. But I so badly want to come down here. And I know what I'm watching. I'll tell you right now. My first horror night down here, I thought it was going to be Nightmare on Elm Street. It's going to be Friday the 13th. Because I've been here. I went to the camp a few months ago. Last month, whatever. I want to watch this. And like, because it's so fresh in my mind, I want to see what I saw. So this would be our first horror night movie. And then it's like, I just got to come down here. I got to bring the food. I got to bring the blanket. I got to bring the pillows. I got to find a spot. And, that's not going to last long up there, Pee-wee. I just got to go and do it. Anyway. Thank you for your question, Jason. But yeah, let's get together and figure out, who's down with it. You got to chalk out, hour and a half of your night to watch a movie together. My man Stephen Brown. Yeah, I know. Your first question, I got you. I got you. I'm the worst. You know I'm the worst, but I got you. Soon, I promise. I promise. Actually, when I first read this a while back, I packaged it all up, put it in an envelope, and then the envelope sat in my car and then got crushed. And so you got to get another one. But I got like plenty. Don't worry, it's coming. He knows what I'm talking about. Okay. He says a lot of people have said that you and your channel have gotten them through difficult times in their lives. Does this put any pressure on you when you make your videos, or do you have the same approach to making your videos that you've always had? That's all I've got for now. Take care. All right. Thank you, Stephen Brown. Go check out Stephen Brown's channel. This is the artist formerly known as Big Beefcake. You guys have subscribed to Big Beefcake as Big Beefcake. I love Stephen Brown. He is just a good guy, and there's something so I was going to tell him this, but if you watch his Saturday Horror Night, Saturday Night Horror it's called, he does basically I took it from him. I stole it from him. Absolutely. But he's got such a cool vibe in his house. Like it just feels so comfortable. So he watches a movie, makes a meal, and reviews the movie. I love that. I love that simplicity. I love that concept. It's the style of videos that I love to watch the most. But for some reason his house just seems so comfortable, and I love watching those videos. So go check him out. Anyway, he says that people have said that the channel has gotten them through difficult times. Does that put any extra pressure on me? No, it doesn't put pressure on me, and the videos are the same. My approach to the videos has never changed. The videos, if you go back and you watch really early videos, the personality had not yet developed. If anything has changed about the videos, it's my dependence on the video concept. So in the beginning, I wasn't emotionally attached to these videos. I would just make them, right? I had a mission. I wanted to get 100 subscribers. I wanted to get 500 subscribers. Then, I had a co-host, and then we had a whole new mission, and it was, going to be bigger, and then now we're back to, so now there's no more missions of accomplishment. Now it's switched over into an emotional need and an emotional outlet. So, that's why I welcome some of the, the heavier topics when we do the Power Hour. That's why I welcome some of the heavier topics. It's almost therapeutic for me to talk about this stuff. It's so helpful to get the positive feedback, the comments. I think we've developed such a niche here, a group, that when I do a Power Hour about, my parents, and I say a bunch of stuff, it's not getting floated out to random people, right? It's not in the algorithm of, nobody's typing in, nobody who doesn't know us is typing in, Power Hour questions. They're just not. So nobody random is finding this stuff. So I'm not getting the comments of, oh, what's the matter with you, you big baby, grow up. Because that's the kind of crap that you get on YouTube when you have random people watching your stuff. I don't get that. I get all the good stuff from you guys, and it's helpful. It's beneficial. So I think it's flipped a little bit, or maybe it's evened out, right? As far as who's benefiting who. Yes, many people have left comments publicly and privately about what the channel does for them, and I think I've caught up to that. Absolutely caught up to it, maybe surpassed it, because now coming down here, especially with the new set, and I'm not even call it a set, like this the way this room has set up has never made me feel better. This room, the setup. The only thing that could change is the couch. Like, and that was a big disaster story. You heard that. But I got the wicker couch down here, the wicker love seat, and it's not that comfortable. And I am a creature of comfort, so I really want to lay out down here. Now, in a perfect world, there'd be an actual couch down here that I could stretch out on, cover up, watch the show, watch the TV. The only way that happens is if this whole set moves that way and goes along this long wall here that you can't see, from this corner all the way down there. This whole room would have to flip. Is it doable? Yeah, it's doable, because the room that I would need to move all of these shelves is here, right? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shelves I'd probably have to move in order to get a big couch in there, and I'd probably have to move them all along there. Okay, Pee Wee, you're finished. You're gone. Move them all along there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna. I've got to make it comfortable the way it is. That's too much work. That's too much tear down. It's just too much. It's not going to happen. I was just rambling there. Just spool of thought there, just right out at you. We're good. No, this room. Okay, so back to the question, guys. There's a reason why I'm down here daily, every other day. It's not the $130. I can assure you of that. It's the need. It's the need to be down here, talking to you guys, and not only just down here. Like, what am I? Lately I've been taking you to Best Buy with me. I've been eating Happy Meals, because the connection for me has grown so much since the beginning of the channel that I need to do this. This is part of me now, being down here, communicating with you all. If that answers the question, I'm not sure. But thank you very much, my man, the artist formerly known as Big Beefcake. Now, finally, the final question we have is from a man, Jackson, and he's got a podcast that's coming called Flashback with Jason Wells. Flashback with Jason Wells is going to be an upcoming podcast. He says, not sure if you've answered this before, but if you had to choose a sitcom house to live in, what would it be? To add to that, which fictional town appeals to you the most? And lastly, if you could pick specific things from shows to create your ultimate dream town, does anything stand out? I know it's a very grade school girly question, but I like creativity. He says, for me, I would probably pick something like the Boy Meets World house with the Feenies next door, Chubby's from BMW, Boy Meets World, the Dobie Gillis Park that has the Thinker statue, and probably also have the gazebo from Gilmore Girls. I've never really watched it. And he would have all this in Mayberry. I'm sure. Cool. Okay. The houses, of the shows that I have, watched thoroughly, and I mean really just thrown myself into. Somebody pointed out that they all pretty much have the same layout, and I think that's the appeal, right? They all have the living room front and center. The stairway to go upstairs is right there, usually, in the background in some kind. Think Cosby's, right, where the stairway just goes right up, and then think Growing Pains, where the stairway's kind of off to the side but goes up. And then the kitchen is usually connected to the living room through a door, usually a swinging door, which is cool, right? And then a lot of the scenes are shot in the kitchen, and the kitchen's huge. Kitchen's huge, big meeting space for the family. It's great. So, of the shows that I have fully, dove into, the Growing Pains house is very, 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 very appealing to me. Very appealing to me. Honestly, the Full House is very appealing. Very comfortable seeming. Even the Cosby Show house is pretty comfortable to me. The Family Ties house, I don't know. There's something, I gotta go back and watch that show again. That house doesn't scream comfort to me. I don't know. Maybe it's a different layout than most sitcom houses that we're used to. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. I love their kitchen. I love the Family Ties kitchen. The Golden Girls house is very appealing to me. What fictional town? Why am I drawing a blank on the fictional town? Where's Leave It to Beaver? What's the town of Leave It to Beaver? Mayfield. Mayfield. Not Mayberry. I was going to say but Mayfield. Leave It to Beaver is still, always will be, is one of my favorites, if not the favorite. And Mayfield is just right. It's just right. And I know it's the 50s. I know it's not the 80s town, but it's just good. I'd say the Leave It to Beaver house. Sorry about that. I'd say the Leave It to Beaver house, but it's too old and not comfortable. There was 50s and 60s. It wasn't about comfort. But the town is just right, and I think that just represents a time as well. You know, a time before everything became everything that it is. You know, the kids walking to the barber shop, the toy store, the candy store, the five and dime, whatever. You know, the school, the concept of the school. Just again, kids walking everywhere. The cleanliness of it. I think, you know, Leave It to Beaver's town would definitely be somewhere that I would want to live. But yeah. And then his final part, he says, what specific things from shows would you create your ultimate dream town? Does anything stand out? That's interesting. So things from shows. I'd have to really think about that one. Yeah, I don't know. You know, he's talking about like actual, you know, spots or landmarks or, you know, something like that from shows. And he gave some good examples, but I would really have to think about that one. I don't know. The Seinfeld apartment, oddly, is very comforting to me, but the whole Seinfeld concept is comforting to me. You know, and it's like the opposite of what you'd think I would like. But the Seinfeld, living by himself, has his friends coming over, the apartment, I don't know. It's not huge. It's not even a house. I don't know. Seinfeld's a very comfortable show for me. Seinfeld is like meatloaf and mashed potatoes. It's just comfort. I really like the Seinfeld concept, I guess. I don't know. All right, that's a shorter power hour, but I need more questions. Get those questions flowing in. I don't want to lose this show. I like doing it. So hammer me with questions. Come on, I'm putting the challenge out there to you guys. Hit me with questions. TN80sR questions@gmail.com. Link below. And let's do it. Let's keep the power hour alive. Save the clock tower. Save the clock tower. Save the power hour. Let's go. Good night now. Save the power hour. Save the power hour.